Season 1, Episode 12, Tweener Wrestling Podcast. It's your guy, Memphian Plays. Today is March 27th, and we are a few minutes away from midnight. And we are also 5 days away from WrestleMania 39, Night 1. All right? Look, it's the grand finale. It's the last episode of Season 1, man. Just grateful and appreciative of everybody that showed support. Season 2, bigger, better, new logo, new intro. We going up for Season 2, man. For the final episode of Season 1, though, we jumping into this women's tag team division. Because I just got something in my gut, in my spirit, that I got to get out. And then we also going to discuss, we're going to talk about Dum Dum a little bit, a.k.a. Dominic Mysterio. The boy is growing on me. I don't know why, but when you really think about it, like the top four storylines on wrestling right now, you got the Bloodline shit, you got the women's tag team shit with Lita and Trish, and really kind of above that, you got Dum Dum and the whole Judgment Day and Rey Mysterio situation. Then it's the women's tag team division, whatever they got going on. Like, the boy is good, and I guess you can throw in the Logan and Seth Paul rivalry. Like, those are the top four storylines that WWE has going on right now. But let's get it. Let's get into this discussion. Let's really talk about it, man. If you're watching this on YouTube and you ain't subbed to me, go ahead and subscribe and turn on that notification bell. If you already did all that, make sure you hit that thumbs up. Give me a like. If you're listening to me on whatever platform, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, whatever rating system they got on there, where it's like 5 stars or 1 out of 3, whatever rating and review system, make sure you guys give me a review and let's help this podcast grow. And last but not least, this is a podcast for the fans by a true fan. And if a fan like you would like to be on this podcast, hit me up, podcasttweener@gmail. That's podcast TWEENER, Tweener, that's podcast Tweener @gmail, and you are guaranteed to be on an episode, just like Brian, just like Pretty Fit Collector. Shout out to y'all. All right, let's get it popping, man. Let's get into this episode. All right, hold on, guys, hold on. We got breaking news right now as I hit record. Breaking news. I got my phone in my hand. Like I said, we just got done wrapping up Monday Night Raw. So a little bit after Monday Night Raw, WWE's Instagram and Twitter just posted a new tag team match that is kind of tied to the subject of what we're discussing today. So, breaking news. Get ready for a WrestleMania Women's Showcase, a Fatal 4-Way tag team match. And the participants, as I read, Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. All right, cool, solid team. I wish Raquel would have stayed in NXT a little bit longer to win the women's championship. Natalya and Shotzi. Natalya and Shotzi. Now, I'm cool with that. The one issue I got, it's not even an issue, really. I just hope when Natalya retires that a part of her Hall of Fame speech is the fact that she done had like 15 tag team partners. And it's cool because you like giving them the rub or whatnot, but like, I can never take any Natalya tag team serious. Like Natalya Shotzi, Natalya Ronda, Natalya Naomi, Natalya, almost any woman you name has probably been in a tag team. Natalya, Shayna, like they all keep tag teaming people up with Natalya, and I understand why, but I'm ready for Natalya to transition to the next stage of her career. All right, so the next tag team, Chelsea Green and Sonya Deville. Now, I'll say this right quick. I really wish that Chelsea Green would have tag teamed with Carmella. I'm not sure if something's going on with Carmella because they have been seen together a lot. So I'm not sure why Sonya is in the picture. Y'all just let me know in the comments if you're watching this on YouTube. And then the last tag team is Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler. Now, I was a little disappointed when I read this because I thought when I first saw it, I thought it was going to say it was for number one contendership for the tag titles. Because leaving out of WrestleMania, we have no storyline for the tag titles, really, that we know of. So that would be a nice way to get a number one contender. And we all know that Ronda and Shayna is gonna like just lay everybody out, and it's gonna be multiple tap outs. That would have been dope if that would have been an elimination style fatal 4-way. But anyway, so that's the breaking news. Let's get into my thoughts on what's going on with these tag titles. Look, check this out, man. I don't know why, but in my gut, in my spirit, every time I watch Trish Stratus, ever since Lita and Becky won the tag titles, every time I see Trish and I look at her face and I really analyze the body language, I think that Trish is going to turn on Lita. Now, I don't know if she's going to turn on Lita or turn on Becky. But I just feel like I can see it. I can see a Trish heel turn. And I think that it would be good for the ratings and good for business. Now, I think that at WrestleMania 39, that Becky and Lita are going to retain the titles during the celebration. If Lita is in the middle, girl, you better move. Because if Lita is in the middle, I really can see Trish doing a clothesline or some like old lady kick. Because I don't know why. Every time they kick, the kicks never connect, but they got to still play it off. But anyway, I can see it though. And I can see like Bayley and Damage Control walking around the ring, licking their wounds, and then they witness the Trish heel turn, and then they get back in the ring, and now it's Damage Control and Trish Stratus stomping the shit out of Becky and Lita. It's just there, it's just screaming, the only other option that this storyline can transition into after WrestleMania, because if Lita and Becky wins, you got to do something. If they win, which I'm assuming they're gonna win, the only other option I think of is that since it's three of them, three Damage Control at WrestleMania Backlash, assuming it's still gonna be a WrestleMania Backlash, and they're not gonna change the name of that pay-per-view, then it can be just a six women tag team match, a 6-woman tag team match between the three. And I guess you can spruce it up a little bit, make it some type of Falls Count Anywhere match or something like that. That's the only other logical thing that I can think of. But now you kind of got the tag team championship tied up a little bit, where it can be on somebody that's actually gonna do something with it, like Ronda and Shayna. Which, when they win, because I know it's gonna happen, whenever they win the tag titles, I really hope that Ronda and Shayna have it for at least a year and put some prestige to it and just run roughshod over everybody. Every team they can put in place. Just run through these folks until they get to next year's WrestleMania. Yes, I'm advocating for them to have it that long, because they need to do something with that title instead of playing hot potato with it like they've been doing. But anyway, I can see that Trish heel turn. I would have liked it more if it was a Lita heel turn, because when I was growing up, it was always Trish and Lita, Trish and Lita, Trish and Lita, Trish and Lita. Kind of like Keenan and Kel, or Shawn and Marlon Wayans. It was always someone before the other one. It was always Drake, and then there's Josh. There's never Josh and Drake. It was Drake, and then there was Josh. Or was it Kel and Keenan? There was always Trish and Lita. And I would have liked it to be a storyline like that. Lita just always tired of being second fiddle. Because let's be real. Trish, during her time, the Attitude Era, and a little bit of the Ruthless Aggression Era, Trish was the prototype diva. She is the prototype diva. But every time I listen to a older fan that grew up with Lita, or wrestlers, and they ask who influenced you, they always say Lita. I never ever heard anyone say it Trish Stratus, you inspired me to be a wrestler. It's always Lita. And I don't think that Lita gets her flowers all the way like she should be, like she should have, or should be getting, whatever, for being a pioneer in changing. Like, it was China, and then after China, you had a lot of in-between women, and then it went from China, she was a pioneer, and then the next major pioneer, to me, was Lita. And that's a lot of ammunition right there to create a great heel persona for Lita. But this is about Trish turning heel. So Trish, to me, I think she can play a better heel than Lita, even though I think Lita has more ammunition to go for that type of role. But yeah, I can definitely see it. Definitely. And if it does happen, I'm assuming she's going to side with Damage Control, though. And that's where I'm getting a little confused at in my own head. Because if she sides with damage Control, now it's 4-on-2. And now Becky and Lita, it's got to do some recruiting, or maybe not. Maybe it's just Bayley and Trish versus Becky and Lita. Boom. Maybe, I don't know what the fuck you do with Dakota Kai and Io, but just, I don't know what the fuck you do with them. I ain't gonna lie. And I'm not gonna try to place them nowhere. But for now, just think about this match, guys. Bayley and Trish Stratus versus Lita and Becky. Now, that is a dream match, in my opinion. That's a dream match. And I'm a fan. I'm a fan of that. I would watch that. I will be waiting in anticipation for that. And it's a lot of women's match that I don't give a fuck about, but I will watch that. Whoever wins the tag team titles, I have no idea how the fuck you're gonna get it off of them, though, because how I just said, Shayna and Ronda need the titles. I don't want to see Ronda and Trish Stratus in the ring together. I don't want to see Ronda putting her in an armbar, or Lita. No, don't do that. I don't want that to be the last image of them leaving WWE. Them tapping out in the armbar to Ronda Rousey. Okay. I'll take a sip. But that's what I got to say about that. Let me know what you guys think about it. Do you guys see what I see as I analyze every moment that Trish Stratus comes back? Do you guys see that heel turn? And I'll say this before we get into the next topic. With the WWE Hall of Fame, I predicted Stacy Keibler, and right now I'm predicting Umaga is still going to be inducted into the Hall of Fame. I just see it. I know it, guys. They're running out of people anyway to put in the Hall of Fame. Umaga is going to be in the Hall of Fame. I'm calling it. He's going to be the last person announced. Umaga. Watch what I tell y'all. I knew Stacy Keibler was going to be in this shit. Watch what I tell y'all, all right? All right, man. Let's talk about it, man. For the folks that's watching me on YouTube, you see the smile on my face. Dum-dum, bro. Like dum-dum. Like dum-dum. Like, I fucks with my guy. Seriously. Like, I'm bro, there is a huge smile on my face for the people that's watching me on YouTube, which is Tweener Podcast as well. For everybody that's not, it's Tweener Podcast on YouTube. Look, I fucks with dum-dum. I saw him, and I said, I remember when I first saw him, and I said, oh, he is halfway decent in the ring. And I didn't care. I didn't like him, or I didn't dislike him. I was just like, for someone that age, he seemed like he know what the fuck he doing. And it's to be expected. He's Rey Mysterio's son. So he's the son of a living freaking legend. So, all right. So I saw him. Didn't care for him. Didn't dislike him. Didn't like him. Then I saw him a little bit more. Boom, boom, boom. This is pre-Judgment Day. It just seems like he was always just at Ray's hip. And then I was like, well, he's at Ray's hip. They doing the tag team. They won the tag team championship. I believe they did. It's been a little bit long time now. But they won the tag team championship. Still attached to Ray's hip. And I'm just thinking in my head, Dominic. I don't know if it's Dominique or Dominic, but we're going to call him Dominic or Dum Dum. Dum is gonna be with Rey Mysterio all the way until Rey Mysterio retires. And then he's gonna turn on Rey. Then that's gonna be Rey's send-off match. And then Dom is gonna start a solo career or go to NXT, get a little bit more polished, come back up, and then start his solo career. That's what I'm thinking when I first saw Dum. So they switched it up. They put the boy with Judgment Day. Rhea and Dom are like the 2023 Eddie in China, and it is so magical to watch what Rhea and Dom do on camera, and I love that shit. I'm eating it up. I love what I'm seeing, and it's a little shame because Finn got his little rivalry with Edge. It's cool. Hell in a Cell, WrestleMania 39. And then Dum and Rhea, they got their thing. And I feel like Damian just kind of getting lost in the shuffle. Like there's nothing significant for him. I don't know if they're going to do an Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal again. But if so, he needs to win. Because it'll be real dope if all the Judgment Day winners, all the Judgment Day members left WrestleMania winners. But anyway, back to Dum. So he with the Judgment Day. I didn't care. And then they start the Poppy and the Mummy stuff, and then he goes to jail. Not real jail, but he goes to jail storyline wise, and he becomes prison Dum, and he started talking about the yard, and it is hilarious. And he did the segment a few weeks ago where he was like, where it was him and it was Rey, and they was in the ring, and he was just kind of telling him stories of like why he resent Rey and why he hate being his son, and he wish he would have been Eddie's kid, and they do that of course to get the crowd reaction. He get major heel heat, and he says that what really won me over was when he said, and I might fuck this up a little bit, but y'all know what I'm talking about, when Rey and Dum was in the ring talking, and Dum was like, it was some birthday party or some shit, and all the kids got Mercedes, and you bought me a BMW. When he said that was, and I hope that the listeners can hear the smile on my face and the joy in my voice as I talk about this storyline. Because the guys on YouTube, y'all seeing it. The laughter that built in my body, the Vince McMahon, this is good shit, they played in my brain when he said that. Bro, Dominic Mysterio at this moment in time has it. Now, once WrestleMania is over with and the Rey Mysterio storyline is over with, I don't know what's next for Dom. Like, we can try to do some booking right here, right now. Like, where do we go after Rey Mysterio? Because I'm assuming Dominic wins at WrestleMania. Rey Mysterio goes away for a little minute because I don't think this will be his retirement match. Not right now. Maybe next year's WrestleMania. But he goes away for a little bit. Now what's next for Dom? The only thing that I can think about is you put him in a rivalry with Santos Escobar, trying to redeem Rey Mysterio. But the sad part about that is I fucks with Escobar a lot. I fucks with them a lot. And I don't want to see him lose to Dom, because him losing to Dom is going to really hurt him. And he's going to really, like, he's already barely mid-card. He going to drop all the way down lower than a fucking lower card if he loses to Dom. But that's the only thing that I can really see, because they already kind of have planted the seeds for it. And it's a little weird because Santos, to me, is a natural heel. So to have him try to be a face, it's kind of weird. But they already planted the seeds. So that's the only thing that I can think of for Dom after WrestleMania. But the kid has got it. Now, in my previous videos, I did a Montez appreciation episode where I said, Montez, Mr. Money in the Bank, book it. Just because, unfortunately, I know Montez Ford got the it factor, but it's hard for me to see him getting into the world title picture without a Money in the Bank briefcase. I can't see him just winning a contendership match and then going on and blah, 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 blah. So I'm like, right now, Mr. Money in the Bank, which is my pay-per-view event, it either needs to be Montez Ford, Dominic. That is a huge fucking risk, what I'm saying right now. But I like this kid that much. So, Montez Ford, Dominic Mysterio, and then I think I had somebody else. Like, who desperately needs it is probably like Karrion Kross, because you brought the guy back. He ain't doing shit. Don't know what the fuck going on. So, Karrion Kross probably needed the most out of every single individual, or Sami Zayn. But I think after Sami Zayn wins the tag titles, him and KL gonna have it for a little bit. So he's not even gonna be in the Money in the Bank ladder match. And we have made it to the end. Season 1, episode 12, Tweener Wrestling Podcast. This is the grand finale. I am out for just a couple of days because we're gonna be back with season 2, episode 1, like right after WrestleMania night 2. Soon as it ends, I'm dropping the episode. All right, because I want y'all to get it fresh on my mind. I want y'all to get all of this reaction. Keep in mind, for the people that is not able to watch it, if you got a Twitch, Memphian Plays. That's Memphian Plays. I will be live streaming WrestleMania 39 live on my Twitch. All right, come through, check it out. It's a watch party. All right. Before I go, just like I said in the beginning, if you're watching this on YouTube and you ain't subbed to me and you dig the content, go ahead and sub. It's free. And then if you already subscribed to my channel, give me them thumbs up. Go ahead and hit the like button for me. Turn on the notification bells as well. If you listening to me, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, Google Podcasts, whatever platform you listening to me on, like whatever rating system they got, like Apple Podcasts has a 1 to 5 star rating. Go and give me them 5 stars. It's free too. Don't hurt nobody, but it helps the channel grow. This is a podcast for fans by a fan. And if you want to be on this show, it's Podcast Tweener. All right, Podcast Tweener at Gmail. And I really, really appreciate every single individual that tuned in to this, that came through this journey of 12 episodes. I appreciate everybody. And season 2, we going up, dude. Like, it's gonna be more special guests. Shout out to PFC and Brian for being a special guest doing season 1. We got more special guests. We got some trivia, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire style episodes where I'm gonna be doing like real money per question. That's gonna be fire for real. We just got a lot of new shit coming for season 2. Like I said, new logo, new intro, new outro, everything. All right. But enough talking. I'm out, and I love y'all. I'm out, y'all. I had a new phrase that I was gonna say, and I fucking forgot. I don't know. I don't know. I'm out. I'm out, guys. Bye.